Welcome back to the CoolFigurez channel. I'm your host, Jesse the Bat Madrigal, aka the Buff Collector. The information on this channel is intended for adult collectors and not children. And today we are going to be taking a look at the brand new Jazwares UNSC Marine Checkpoint with Spartan Gunner and Mercenary Elite. But first, if you're new, then welcome. This channel is all about cool action figures, analyzing them, hunting them, taking pics of them, and of course, playing with them. If that's your sort of thing, make sure you hit that subscribe button and bell notification bell so you stay notified when I do upload new content. And if you do enjoy this video or any other content that I put out, please remember to give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow, and it's free and easy for you to do. So with all that out of the way, guys, once again, we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Jazwares UNSC Marine Checkpoint with Spartan Gunner and Elite Mercenary. So this thing is essentially just an accessory build-up pack, because look at everything that comes with it. And basically they just shoved in two figures to say, here, this way you don't just get a bunch of accessories, this way you also get a bad guy and a good guy. So it's essentially setting you up with everything you need for a decent World of Halo playset in a sense, because aside from all these great accessories, they also give you 10 of these bases, so you can actually create a full flooring for them and stuff. And they do come with pegs and everything, so it does work out really well for the figures. But yeah, guys, so this thing comes with a lot of stuff. So the majority of this thing will be based around the accessories, since this is an accessory build-up pack, and that's essentially why I bought this, was for the accessories that it came with, not so much to use with World of Halo figures, but to use with my 6-inch scale figures, because these things can still fit into those scales, and that's why I bought them, and not really because of, like I said, of World of Halo figures. Although I do collect a few of them here and there, I don't really shoot them, so that's not why I bought them. But we're still going to go through everything. We're still going to take a look at everything, so stay tuned, sit back, relax, because this is going to definitely be a long one. So first and foremost, this thing is jammed packed with weapons, just boxes, as you can see, and it just comes with a lot of great stuff. So starting off, I just don't even know where to start off, guys. So I guess we'll start off right here with these two cylinders. I don't know exactly what they are, but they do look really cool, and they will look really cool in the background of my toy photography. So next up, we are going to take a look at these crates that it comes with. So these things look great in terms of just basic crate looks, but it does get a little bit of detailing right there where it says UNSC, and they do have latches on both the front and the back that do open with just a pull of the tab. And as you can see, it's empty on the inside, and I do wish they would have just been types that you just push down and they closed, because as you can see, the plastic's already starting to wear on this latch right here. So you got to be super careful, and we'll actually talk about other things you need to be super careful with this set, because spoiler alert, guys, I've already broken something from this set. So yeah, next thing we're going to take a look at is this thing in the back, which is essentially an energy shield right there. As you can see, you can't even see past it. You can't even see the Spartan Gunner right there. But yeah, guys, it is an energy shield, and it is detachable from this piece on the bottom, so you can have it there to look cool and then have it pop up, or however which way you want. But they are removable from each other, but they also do stand, and it does stand on its own, which is nice. So yeah, guys, that's pretty cool. You get a little energy shield right there. Next up, we're going to go ahead and take a look at this 50 cal machine gun right here. Look at this thing. This thing is super cool, pretty detailed for what it is and for the scale, you know. So super cool gun in terms of, like I said, everything, and like the scaling and everything. You see a lot of intricate detailing right there. And honestly, guys, the World of Halo line definitely blew my mind when I first started collecting it and dipping my toes into the line, because the amount of detail that goes into this 3.75 inch line is incredible. It's almost as good as the vintage collection, in my opinion. What's not as good as the vintage collection, however, is their articulation, which we will go ahead and take a look at very soon, because we have one more big piece to take a look at, and that is this gun rack right here. So this is the gun rack that you see in most typical Halo games and whatnot, where they'll have all their guns right there. So this thing does come full of guns as well, so you don't have to go and buy individual guns. But even if you do have individual guns still from your other guys, they can go right here. So it does come with a sniper rifle. This thing is super cool, and honestly guys, this thing can actually fit in 6 scale or 1/12 scale figures, because I sized it with my Mezco sniper rifle with my Agent Gomez, and it actually was bigger than the sniper rifle that the Agent Gomez came with. So you can definitely use this with 1/12 figures, guys. So next up, you do get a shotgun, I believe. I'm pretty sure this is a shotgun if I'm not mistaken. Like I've stated before in all my Halo reviews, I grew up with Halo 1, 2, and 3, and then I kind of stopped playing Halo because I no longer had an Xbox that can play Halo, and I had gotten a PlayStation at that point. So yeah, so I don't really know all the ins and outs of the newer Halo in terms of like the weaponry and everything, but I still do have a love for Halo from my childhood and growing up with the game, obviously 1 through 3. So next up, we're going to go ahead and take a look at this gun right here, which I believe is actually an alien gun if I'm not mistaken, but I could be mistaken at the same time. It could just be a more futuristic looking human weapon, and I could just be mistaking it for an alien weapon. So next up, we do get, of course, the classic Halo assault rifle right there, which actually, like I said, has a lot of nice detailing, intricate sculpting for a small, 3.75 inch weapon. It does come with a lot. I mean, even the scope right here has a nice, oops, sorry guys, even the scope right here has a nice ridge to it. So, Jazwares is definitely hitting it out of the park with this line. Also, their Spartan collection is really good, although I do have my gripes with that line. Once again, with its articulation, and also with the fact that they don't come with trigger fingers anymore. Trigger finger hands anymore, which is really, really bad. But the last weapon that we are going to take a look at on the front of the rack is, of course, the classic battle rifle. So this thing is super cool, and I like how they at least use 2 colors on the gun to kind of make it look a little more detailed and just brought out and whatnot. So last but certainly not least, we cannot forget about the big boy rocket launcher. So that attaches to the other side, because this and the sniper rifle are too large for them to fit into these slots. So it does come with little peg holes on either side that you can just attach the sniper rifle and the rocket launcher to. So yeah guys, that is all the weapons that this weapon rack comes with. But like I said, it's super cool, and although it's not super tall, in the background it will get the job done. As it is, if you pull this guy forward, it barely towers over him, maybe about a foot or so. So it doesn't have to be taller than everything. And here with the Elite is actually taller than the cabinet itself, so it can definitely fit into your 6 scale toy photography. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at the final accessory that these guys come with, which is a needler. This thing is super cool. I mean, I absolutely love the clear pink plastic up here to represent the needles, and the purple and the gray just looks amazing. And like I said, with all the other guns, it just has some really good intricate sculpting and detail right there for a 3.75 inch figure. So taking a look at the figures themselves, in fact, let's go ahead and pull them off real quick so I can show you the bases that it comes with. So it does come with a total of 10 bases, guys, and these are them. So as you can see, it comes with 4 rocky ones, 3 sandy ones, and 3 really green grassy ones. I don't know if they're going to vary from pack to pack or if they're all going to be the same, but that's what I got with this set. So let's go ahead and take a look at these guys. So first off, we're obviously going to pull them forward, take a nice closer look so we can take a look at the sculpt and everything. And I have to admit, this isn't my favorite Spartan helmet, but it is what it is. Can't be, beggars can't be choosers. I would have preferred another different Spartan head, but it is what it is. But the rest of the body is nicely sculpted. However, I did already break this ankle because they are not too articulated. But as you can see, they do have ball rocker joints and they do move up and down slightly, but this one just wasn't moving at all. And I was just like, come on, just budge, and just snapped right off. So you do see the ankle articulation right there. So we won't go over that after this little look over. So he does look all the way to the right, all the way to the left, and he can look down that far. He can look up basically just straight up at you. His arms do go out all the way to a nice T pose. They do rotate 360 right there. No butterfly joint. You do not get bicep rotation, but you do get elbow rotation right there. Do you? Nope. Yeah, you do. You get 360 elbow rotation. There we go. It was just getting a little stuck. You get single hinge elbow joints, rotation at the wrist right there, hinging in and out. You do get rotation at the mid waist right there. I cannot join the cheerleading squad. Cannot go out far enough. He can kick out that far. He can kick back that far. He does come with double hinge knees, but they don't allow him to kick his own ass, so they only go that far. And like I said, we already saw the ankle articulation, so no need to take a look at that again and, you know, maybe happen to break another ankle. So yeah, guys, with that being said, let's go ahead and move on to the Mercenary Elite's articulation. But first, of course, let's go ahead and pull him forward and take a nice closer look at this guy. He is just a basic elite. I feel like he's just a basic repaint of the other one that I already have, which is probably true. So not too much to look at, just your basic elite. Like I said, still looks really cool. So with that being said, he does look all the way to the right, all the way to the left. He will look down this far. He'll look up basically straight forward. His arms do go all the way out. 360 rotation. Single hinge elbow joints, which only go that far, surprisingly. Rotation at the elbow, rotation at the wrist, hinging in and out, rotation at the upper torso right there. He cannot join the cheerleading squad. He's actually worse than the Spartan Gunner. He has a single hinge knee, which rotates right there. He does have a thigh swivel right there. He does have ankle articulation up that far, down that far, or is that his ankle, or I don't know. I don't know alien anatomy, guys. You do get rotation at the bottom of the foot right there, and ball rocker joint at the bottom as well. I was about to call that part the ankle as well, but how can that be the ankle if that's the ankle? So the other thing about this guy that I do want to bring up is that he does have thigh swivel right here. So I totally forgot to mention that while I was going over his articulation, but now I've mentioned it, so don't have to worry about that. So yeah, guys, this thing comes jam-packed with so many great things that, once again, you can utilize not only with your World of Halo figures, but also any other sort of 1/12 scale figures, because a lot of this stuff will fit in with it. So with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at some really cool pics that I took of these guys, and we'll be right back. Thank you so much for sticking to the end of this video. If you enjoyed those pics, you can find the full images over on Instagram at CoolFigurez. And I do have a separate Instagram account for my more thought out, planned out, more edited pics called Epic Shots by CoolFigurez. Check it out if you like what you see there. Let me a follow there as well. And if you guys want to see the unboxing of this figure or any other figures I do reviews on for this channel, go ahead and check me out on TikTok at CoolFigurez, because that's where I do all my unboxings. And join me every Sunday morning for Coffee and Toys, a weekly toy news, toy talk podcast where we will go over all the latest and great toy news, reveals, pre-orders, and so much more. With that being said, if you did enjoy the video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. But whether or not you're a subscriber, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to listen to me talk about toys. I really do appreciate it. As always, I'm your host, Jess of the Bat Madrigal, aka the Buff Collector, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Thank you so much to this channel sponsor, Jazwares Store. Check them out for all your Funko Pop, anime, Pokemon card, and toy print needs. And of course, use code CoolFigurez at checkout for 10% off your order. Jazwares Store. Check them out, guys.